So we're gonna continue the live arena marathon today. And sadly, I didn't make a video yesterday. I mean, I was trying to do, but I guess I was couple shards off the pity pool and I didn't get it, so I didn't bother making a video about me pulling like 20 shards and not even getting a legendary champion. I think I'm really few shards off, and I almost entertained the idea of like buying I guess it's not here anymore. Yesterday I had a warrior circle back, but I guess it's it already expired. But I had the warrior circle back here yesterday. There was also this void pack, and I was considering buying it, but nah, I'll just wait until the next one when I'm actually gonna get it. I think the issue is that I'm probably gonna wait for the next Yumeko event that we get, and looking at the old records, I think we get her in a 10x maybe like 3 times a year, so probably I will have to wait for a few months, but I'll likely do that instead of just pulling on the next 10x event for some other good void champion, but we will see about it. But yeah, there wasn't any void, and I'm probably not gonna pull voids again anytime soon, because I think I don't have the exact number because they don't let us see the pity system, like the tracker for it, even though the game tracks it, but they just won't let us see it. But I know it can only be couple off, and I'll rather not risk it and pull on any other event, so it is what it is. But that's why there wasn't a video today, because that was supposed to be yesterday's video, and I was almost certain that I was gonna get the pity pull. But today we're gonna continue with live arena, and tomorrow I will have something else. Tomorrow I think actually never mind. Let's not give any leaks about the tomorrow's video, but tomorrow will be something interesting, let's put it that way. But I did couple fights off video. I was just bored and I wanted to play, and I lost them, so hopefully I can gain points. My plan was to get like 50 points per session and maybe get to 3.9k today, but we need like 56 points, and I don't know if I actually will get it. It kind of depends on the luck of the enemies that I meet and so on. Also, I'm kind of thinking if I should mix up my strategies a bit more. Like, everybody is well aware of the how strong the Helicat strategy is, and when they do know it, it's not as good. And I'm also thinking that maybe I should sometimes just not early pick UDK and give them opportunity to pick him if they really want him, because in every fight he isn't good, but I think he's probably good in more than like half of the fight, so maybe picking him first isn't still that bad idea after all. But probably Helicat I need to be a bit more reserved when I can actually pick him, and I probably should do him as the last pick in my team. Okay, him picking Rotos and Duchess isn't fun, because he's probably gonna ban my Wukong, and that means that I'm gonna have to fight Duchess with Staltos, which isn't very easy. This is why we need Quintus. I think this might actually be totally doable if I had Quintus. I'd probably, okay, the Baron is issue, but I'd probably go with Necret and Quintus, and Quintus could easily kill Rotos with A1 and so on, but damn, this looks pretty hard fight. Should I ban the Baron and go with Kaimar against him? I just don't know if I have enough damage to actually... Yeah, I guess it's too late. I don't think I have enough damage to kill his team if I don't ban the Duchess and he bans my Wukong, which I'm sure he will ban the Wukong, so I think we must ban the Duchess. He didn't ban the Wukong, okay? I wasn't expecting that. Then I should have banned the Baron instead of Duchess. Well, I'm still running a lot stone skin in this team, so maybe I can tank one Baron hit, we will see. Yeah, now that when I reset the cooldowns with Kaimar, the ones that are dead are not gonna reset. Unless... Okay, never mind. Maybe Wukong is gonna get revived just before Kaimar gets the turn, which would be nice. Okay, great. That's not too bad. Wait, maybe I can actually do this fight. It might be doable, actually. Too bad though that yeah, I have to revive Wukong now. If I just waited one turn, he would get revived at full turn meter. But I probably should still use the revive, I think. Yeah, I have to use it. That sucks because Wukong would have nuked him hard if I just didn't have to do this. Ah, come on. The Baron with day 1 is doing a lot of work on me. Damn it, I guess that's over. Even if I get the turn with Wukong, I don't think that's enough to make a comeback at this point, yeah. Wait, can I still nuke him? Come on, just let Wukong go after that. Damn. Yeah, Yumeko is too strong. Ah, god damn it. Okay, the first fight was pretty hard one, but to be fair, he got the Rotos, which is... I really need the Rotos in order to fight against really strong accounts like that one. Yeah, he's pretty high player power. If he didn't have the combination of Lockout and Baron, then I probably would have gone with Helicat, but when he had both of them, that strategy doesn't really work against it. Like, if I ban the Baron, is gonna kill my team through the block damage of Helicat, and if I ban him, then Helicat is gonna get locked out, and it's very toss up if he ever gets to actually do any of his kills. But I still usually pick Wukong first instead of Rotos, because Wukong is just so... Okay, let's go with Rotos this time, but just to see what happens. But Wukong is very popular counter against UDK, so... And I think most people are actually running support Wukong and not the nuke one. So I think in my past experience, they're almost every time gonna pick Wukong if I do this. Okay, he let us have Wukong, which is nice. Let's do a couple fights so that I first pick Rotos and not Wukong and see how the enemy team plays out. Maybe the hype on Wukong kind of winded down a bit now that it's been a while since he was released. Maybe he doesn't get picked as often as he used to be. If he doesn't pick Lockout, which probably he will, but if he doesn't pick Lockout, then I kind of like this matchup. Come on, I really want to go up in the points. Give me some easy opponents. Not only insanely hard enemy teams. Oh. What was this champion's name? Valkanen? Something like that. I do see him sometimes, but not that often. I guess he's not considered like ultra top tier, and he's a new champion, so not everybody has him anyway. Should I go with Helicat then? Yeah, probably Probably I should go with Helicat since there's no lockout. Somebody was recommending me to use Glycea today, but I don't have her. I mean, I would probably give her a go if I had one. And this is funny fact that is probably not very well known, but the last time that I had a chance to get trophy on Classic Arena Reset, which was on January, I got rank 2, and the rank 1 was using Glycea in his team. I think it was Sifi, like Ukraine Duo, and Glycea was his team, and sadly I lost my best shot at trophy to that team. So I'm kind of I have a bad history with Glycea. I'm sure many people will be surprised that Glycea has ever won Platinum Arena Reset, but it did once, and that's one of the times where I had a good chance to win, so that sucks. I don't even recall if Valkanen's nuke goes through block damage, but maybe it doesn't. I mean, he does block revive, but does it go through block damage or not? And UDK is gonna redirect it anyway, so... Okay, we'll have to check up on his skills after this fight, but at least it doesn't go through Stone Skin, but I don't know if it even... He stole my block damage, so okay. Wait, okay. There's so many buffs that I can't see who has the Necret protection on his team, but it's the Duchess. Okay, so it's gonna be without attack buff, of course, but hopefully it will be enough to kill everybody in his team except Duchess. And we're gonna kill Necret first, so the ally protection isn't gonna reduce the damage on Duchess anyway, but I don't think she's still gonna die. Okay, nobody even died. Oh yeah, Valkanen has the block damage. Not even Sifi died to it, but it was without the attack buff, and Necret was pretty high HP. But we will probably get another opportunity to do it, so... Damn, Wukong is not gonna get the block damage now. I think we should probably just not use it at all then. I think in this fight the only one that I really need to protect is Wukong, because his team doesn't really threaten me outside of the block revive skill, and if he gets Wukong with that I lose, but outside of that he isn't really threatening my team a lot. Okay, I guess this fight is gonna come down to the RNG, like coin toss. If my... actually, maybe I lost this, yeah. I can cleanse my team if Python doesn't get feared, but he has 50% chance to get feared. Okay, never mind. Valkanen went before anyway. I think that's it, right? No? Okay, yeah, he has to hit UDK. So that's not it quite yet. Ah, damn it. We got feared. Okay, I still got some turns left in me in this fight, but getting that block buffs debuff on Wukong was very bad for me. Wait, did I make a mistake there? Maybe I should have put in the block damage earlier, but I guess the Valkanen can steal it too, so... Kind of unfortunate that he didn't get... that he didn't get polymorph, because he has put in so many buffs and stolen many buffs as well that he has a good chance to get polymorphed. Both Helicat and UDK are running polymorph on them. damn, the attack down isn't good. Probably we're gonna lose this fight too, it seems. If I didn't get that attack buff now, I would have had a prime opportunity to nuke him, but I can't really nuke him, but I guess I'll still have to use it. Yeah, we barely even got the Necret with the attack debuff on us. Okay, not looking good. Maybe I should have gone with Arbiter or something against a team like this, but damn, okay, I'm getting kind of unlucky too, because how is he not getting polymorph? There's so many buffs that debuffs that he has put on my team. Okay, that's it finally for the fight, I guess. If I had Rotos, then I think that wouldn't have been hard, but that was pretty hard fight. I don't think it's the first time that I lose to that champion, but I don't think he's really considered like meta nuker or anything like that. Okay, so yeah, now we saw him being the Wukong to counter the UDK, and it probably is like a support Wukong. I guess I could use Mortu against him if he then he couldn't use the Wukong H3, but I wouldn't still do it unless he actually picks something with AoE A1 skill. Do we have to go with Mountain King? I think probably, yeah, we have to. And he has the Wukong again that can steal our buffs, but I think probably still Helicat is my best bet to survive against this. I can't even go with Duchess and have two tanky revivers on my team, so either I should pick Necret or Helicat. Okay, Baron again, and Helicat doesn't have a very good matchup against Baron at all. I was kind of hoping to ban the Duchess though, because if he bans Rotos, which I think he will, like Mountain King isn't really able to kill Duchess, so yeah. I'm again kind of put into like between rock and hard place, and there is really no good way out of this for me. I mean, Python and UDK are gonna survive because of the stone skin. Oh, okay, I guess not. He removed both of the stone skins. That's very unlucky for me, but he might just one-shot everybody in my team with Baron then. Okay, I guess he doesn't have attack buff and he's kind of lacking in damage, I guess. Okay, in that case I should win. I mean, yeah, I banned the Duchess, so there's no attack buff in his team. But even still, he almost did kill my team, even though, like, Python, for instance, is extremely tanky and had buffs on him. Yeah, and he doesn't have too many buffs now for the Taras AoE nuke, so that also didn't do that much. Maybe banning the Duchess was actually the smart decision in this fight. I'm kind of starting to doubt myself because I had multiple losses in a row, but I guess that was the way to play this match. I don't really ban the Duchess or Sifis that often, because I feel like I can't, but I see other people banning them very often. I'm not 100% sure if I actually have won this fight yet, because Mountain King is gonna take many turns to kill that Taras, and I don't know if he's able to finish me off before I can actually do it. There's really no reason to target the Wukong because it's gonna get revived anyway. Okay, that Taras took more damage than I was expecting for it to take. Granted that I have gotten a lot of extra damage from the Mountain King passive, getting 2 kills, and from the masteries, but still I was expecting to do like 30 to 40k damage, not 60k. Okay, I guess we won then, just one more hit and Taras should die. Okay, good. Nice. Yeah, honestly, I was expecting to lose this fight. I think I thought that I would have won the other fight against Valkanen and I would have lost this one, but it didn't play out the way that I imagined it would. So, oh, there it is. Let's take a look at the Valkanen's kit, or we don't really have to take a look at his entire kit, but this skill will ignore block damage, unkillable, shield, ally protection. Okay, so yeah, it does ignore Helicat. That's what I was thinking. But it doesn't ignore Stone Skin or UDK passive, and it's only a single hit skill, so there is that. Should I actually... I haven't had my init gear in a while, and I have thought about it a few times, but I always forget to do it. Maybe we should just gear the init for right now. Let's pull out the Hell Hades website and get to work quickly. No big deal, you can see that anyway if you just... if you look me up on my YouTube, you can get it, so... Yeah, I have mentioned this many times before, but we can go through it. Like, how to get the optimal build on the Hell Hades tool, but you choose the damage mode if we're going for a nuke build, and you can select the skill. Now it doesn't really matter here actually, because he doesn't have any skills that ignore defense, but if you had a champion that did it, then you would want to select that skill, but here it doesn't matter. Yeah, and here I don't have these two options selected, so it's not gonna take gear from my locked champions, and then we're of course gonna select it to calculate it with attack buff and 4.2k enemy defense. You could just set anything from 4 to 5000, it doesn't really matter. Just put it more than like the typical number that you would see in PvP, which is going to be around 4 to 5000 on the support champions. And we don't have to set anything here on the stats other than speed if you want to set some kind of minimum speed, because it's already calculating for max damage and it's gonna make a build with full crit rate. And then as far as the sets go, you don't have to select any sets at all, and it will get you the best build because we chose that it automatically calculates the highest damage build. But it's gonna be a lot faster for me if I select lethal and cruel, because it's only gonna look at those sets, and I know that I'm not gonna get a set that isn't using a lethal cruel because I do have those items. And as far as the glyphs go, you should put the maximum glyph on stuff like attack or HP, depending how the champion scales, so that it will kind of differentiate between 5 and 6 star items, and it will kind of take into account that the 5 star, like in specific situations, the 5 star items can be better, but in general you will get higher glyphs in 6 star items. So if you put it to calculate the +8 on attack or something, then it's gonna take that into account and give a little bit of advantage to 6 star items. Oh, it's not okay. Guess I need to restart the optimizer. And of course you can optimize anything. You can optimize support build or something else, but nuke build is something that people often ask about, and something that you will probably do pretty often. So okay, should it work now? Also, one thing I'm not I don't like this UI. I think this is very messy, and it's much better to see this, that it shows a list of different builds. Wait, did I set the minimum speed? Yeah, I set it at 200. Should we just go with this one? Wait, what speed is my dodges nowadays? Should I go with the very slow build? If I set it slower than my dodges. Yeah, okay. Let's try this one. I think in the past I have set it to like 220 or 230 speed minimum. But let's test a build where I go with this speed, and then it will be slower than my dodges. Okay, all of these builds are. The fastest build is faster than my dodges is. Okay, that speed is good. Okay, it's gonna take still some gear from Mountain King. Now here, if we lock this piece out, then it's not gonna show any Mountain King pieces, so let's do that. I don't really want to take gear away from Mountain King because there's a good chance that I will use him. Damn, it's showing Like the 195 speed would be better than this one, but is it actually fully clipped or not? Okay, let's just go with this build. Yeah, this took a bit of time, but let's get the init figured. I think some of these pieces might not be fully clipped, so maybe it will still be slower than the Duchess. But yeah, it's kind of a luxury to have this much items that I can get multiple champions geared, but it is kind of privilege that you get if you have a very old account and you have been playing this game for a long time. It's definitely my greatest advantage that I have in Arena, because my champion pool isn't really doing me any favors. Wait, it wasn't this one. Okay, that one, and that's actually kind of new piece since it's not fully oiled. Okay, nice. So it's 193, that's kind of what I was expecting, so it was a bit slower than in the actual build because there is some pieces here that aren't 5-star clipped. Okay, great. Let's actually also oil this piece since I can definitely do it. Yeah. I've been trying to farm some oil for stock for situations like this, and I don't really have any reason to farm any dungeons at this point, so I will probably keep doing it in the foreseeable future. Like outside of fusions, of course, because during fusions I have to farm them, but when we don't have fusions, I'm just farming either Shogun or Sand Devil. Anyway, that was a long break, let's get into the actual fights. Maybe we will use Initve, maybe not. I'm not gonna promise that we will actually use him, but if we see something like Wukong or Rotos, which is kind of funny because I use both of them, but if we see them, then some fights we should use Initve. And maybe for instance, in the fight that we had against Valkanen, Initve would have been a great choice there. Like if they use a squeezy nuker, what? He surrendered instantly. I don't know if he DC'd or what happened here. But if we get something, an enemy team with the squeezy nuker, and I'm still kind of certain that I'm able to get turned with Initve, then he can be good against them. And if you saw my videos months ago when Live Arena was new, I was actually using Initve a lot, but since there has been so many 10x events for Taras and Harima, those are very popular now, and I felt like there's really no reason to use Initve anymore. And I kind of put my Wukong in my Initve gear, but I can have both of them geared, so I might as well do it. Though probably when I get Quintus, hopefully soon, then I will probably take some of those Initve pieces and gear the Quintus with them. But I could have 4 attack scaling nukers geared, so maybe I will just downgrade Initve gear a bit and try to have both of them built. Okay, now it's a speed team, and as you know, usually in these type of teams, they are gonna pick something like Baron or Georgid or Bombs or Ronda. Those are the typical nukers, so we kind of want to take that into account. Let's just go with the nukers. UDK isn't always a great choice against a team like this, but we already picked it, so there's no way out of it. Okay, this team doesn't look too bad at all. Maybe I should just go with Nakarada and Duchess to make sure that I have bolster and possibly double shields, and if he picks bombs as his last champion, then I will have a good matchup against it. Both because I have double shield from bolster, and also because Nakarada does give immunity to one of the nukers, depending if it's gonna be Wukong unless he bans it, but then his Wukong is not gonna get bombed, like, unless he gets buff stripped. But okay, we will go with this. And do we want to ban the Yumeko or Arbiter? Let's just ban the Yumeko. I could have considered banning the Arbiter, to be honest, but let's just go with this. So he did ban the Necret, but we still do have some shields, but they probably are not enough to tank the Gaius, like, well, we will see. But my Duchess is very tanky, but still, it depends on his gear a lot. Okay, nice. I guess that was a speed build on... Wait, what? Oh, did we do a counter attack? Because I didn't even see the animation. I was thinking that I'm not using Brockney, so why did Tranda take so much damage? But I guess it doesn't matter. We win at this point. But this guy definitely wasn't using resistance build on the Kaimar. If he was, then maybe he would have won this fight, but he wasn't, so... Okay, yeah, you see, the Duchess did almost die to the bombs, even though it was just one bomb champion, and she's very tanky with shields, but even if everybody else but the Duchess died, first of all, we would have gotten revive, but also Wukong would get revived with his own passive, so Wukong is pretty good against a team like this. Okay, now we're actually 3-2 and we're gaining points. Nice. Okay, I guess I showed the Discord accidentally a bit there, but doesn't look like that had anything important in it, so I don't even have to remove that out of this video. I'm kind of trying to check DMs during the live arena sessions, because sometimes I don't, and then I have lots of messages after it ends, and often from the people that I just fought, so I'm kind of trying to do that in case they say something to me. Okay, it's a typical Ukraine duo team, but it really depends what he picks in the end. Because if it's not like Harima and Lockout, then I can actually do pretty well against these teams. Helicat actually works like wonders against them. Should I even go with Duchess? If you saw the last video, I mentioned that fairly often I feel like Python is actually better for me than Duchess, because Python can heal with the A1, which is very good synergy with Protoss. And if I end up picking Helicat in this team, then I think he's probably gonna ban the Helicat and not Duchess, but let's see how it plays out. I'm fine if he picks one of like Harima or Helicat, but okay, I hope he doesn't pick both of them. Okay, Georgit and Yumeko isn't as bad as Harim and Yumeko would be, but it's still pretty bad for me. My Helicat does have reaction though, even when it's in a fast build, so I could probably like take a chance and go with it. I mean, when the George does his like single target nuke that ignores Stone Skin and basically everything, it's gonna have to hit UDK unless he bans it. Okay, and there was a good chance that he would have. And my UDK is also in reaction. And if he did ban it, then my Helicat also was in reaction, so I kind of had like double security measures against a team like this. But it's still gonna be a very hard fight. I'm not sure if I can win it. Okay, that's a good start at least, but the biggest issue here is the combination of Sifi and Maritzka, because even if we kill everybody in his team, but then he has just Maritzka left, and then he revives Sifi, and then Sifi revives Maritzka, and it's an endless cycle, and it's often very hard for me to finish a team like that without Rotos. If I had Rotos in this fight, I would be pretty confident that I would win, but with Wukong, I'm not quite sure. We have to see. Also, did my Duchess turn meter get reduced because why is Wukong going before her? Or maybe Wukong got turn meter from the mastery. Maybe that's what happened. I think they're the same speed, so either one can go first, but I think Wukong got turn meter from mastery when UDK died and Duchess didn't. Yeah, let's go for the attack buff, and I mean we can still get feared, but let's go for the attack buff and not the revive. Ah, okay. We got feared. If we did get the attack buff and Wukong still has the block damage, we could have nuked his team very hard, but on the next turn I probably have to go for the revive instead of the attack buff. And I'll probably use the Wukong A2 before Dachi 7 gets a turn anyway. That Maritzka looks so tanky, I don't think we can kill it with A1. I mean the Wukong A2, because we don't even have attack buff. We can definitely kill the Sifi, but I don't think we would kill the Maritzka. Let's just kill the Sifi and buy us some time. Maybe we can find an opportunity where we can get the attack buff before we kill the Maritzka. Or maybe we can, maybe if we get really lucky, we could kill it with, yeah, kill it with somebody else and have it so that Wukong is high turn meter when Maritzka dies. Damn. Yeah, I have to, even though it's 2 against 4, it's kind of, I'm at the disadvantage here, so I'm not sure if I'm winning this fight at all, even though it almost looks like I totally won, but not actually because of the Maritzka passive. And every time I attack the Taras with any skills, then my Wukong attack gets reduced, but I can't really avoid it. I kind of want to kill him first before Maritzka, but that means that his attack is gonna be reduced by an insane amount. But I probably have to do it anyway. There's no other way around out of this, because if I just A2 the Mariska now, then Sifi is gonna get revived at 75% turn meter, and Mariska is just gonna get instantly back up. I have to kill the Taras first. But yeah, this is where the meta is at right now. It does kind of suck. And the attack of Wukong is gonna be reduced by insane amount by the time that I kill this Taras, if I even can kill him. Yeah, I didn't even die from that, and now my attack is like down the gutter. Should I just surrender this fight already? I feel like I can't really win this fight. If I had Rotos, I could easily win this fight, but without him, it's not looking good. I think against these Taras and Mariska teams, the Rotos is much better, but then against those Georgie type of speed teams, Wukong is better against them. Yeah, I think should I just surrender at this point? Even if we're able to kill the Taras, we just have no damage left by the time that we can actually kill the Mariska. If we even can kill it at that point. I think we should have a competition for the Plarium employees, and they would have to play some live arena in gold without Ukraine duo, and then we should interview them if they think this is balanced or not. I'd want to get those community managers to play out a fight like this, and then have them like comment it in real time and how do they feel about this fight, and should we possibly do something about it. It's 4 against 2, and I can't even kill the Taras. That's how funny it is. And it's not just that I can't kill it, but the damage on the Wukong is like reduced by 50% at this point because of the Taras passive. And Wukong is still one of the hardest hitting nukers in the game. Okay, finally we got it done. But now is gonna come the real issue, is that are we able to, like, this is just gonna come down to RNG. Maybe if we can get the Mariska low HP so that somebody else than Wukong kills her, then maybe I can win this fight. But like not only does somebody else need to kill her, but they need to kill it when Wukong is at very high turn meter, so that's kind of low chance, but that's the only way that I have, like, I can win this fight. And Wukong is not gonna hit very hard anymore, so even if we do kill Maritzka with somebody else, Wukong might not even be able to kill his like Sifi at that point. Yeah, let's save the A2 and try to get the finishing blow with the A2. Damn, I think, yeah, probably the next Wukong A1 is gonna kill it, but might be close. Maybe it will barely survive it. I hope it survives it, but I think it might die. Okay, should we just do a Hail Mary and maybe we get a crit and it will die to this AoE nuke? Okay, if that was a crit, then I would have won the fight, but sadly it wasn't. And now Maritzka is gonna get revived back up and we lost the fight. There's 0% chance to win at this point anymore. I mean, if I had the Helicat in the nuke build, then maybe it would be easier to deal with that situation. But the thing is that I wouldn't be able to survive this long if I didn't have the Helicat in the speed build. And as you can see at this point, that was 57k damage with attack buff, because my Wukong attack is reduced by 50% because of the Tara's passive. And then he has the fear passive, and then he has the 50% damage mitigation passive. Am I forgetting some passive? I think he has. Does he have one more passive? Oh yeah, he has the passive that he always counter attacks. So he has 4 different passives, and all of them are OP. Like, none of them, even if a champion had just one of them, that would be OP. None of them should exist in the game. And he has 4 different passives. And he is HP scaling nuker with insane multipliers. And a void champion on top of everything else. Well, I guess we just have to give it another shot, and maybe next time we can finish the Maritzka off with Helicat or somebody else. Yeah, I mean, no offense to this guy, but we can clearly see from the fight that the level, the difference on the gear is very big, because if this was a top account, the Taras would kill everybody in my team. If they didn't have Stone Skin, he would kill them everybody with one AoE nuke. He's not doing a lot of damage. Like, I'd assume that it's in lethal, but it may not even be in like lethal set. And of course we have the Helicat that is being very annoying with his block damage, but he's not able to kill me, but I'm for sure not able to kill him either. And even in 2 versus 4 matchup, I'm not really able to do anything against him. Of course, my team is insanely tanky and it's built to try to counter Taras, but it's still not good enough because of how tanky they are. What? Did I disconnect? Okay, good. There's also a good amount of bugs in live arena, and sometimes I do like get disconnect or the fights just freeze randomly and so on. yeah, I don't know how interesting content is this. Like, probably not very interesting at all to see me like butt my head against the Taras and marriage capacities. What? Did that only do like 5k damage? What? And sometimes that skill does 500k damage. Yeah, hopefully we can get some easier enemy teams after this, but I think we're too close to the 4k mark, so we're gonna get opponents like this a lot. By the way, this is very unrelated. Some people might get offended by this. I'm not sure, but in my Discord, we've had in the last couple of days there is pretty active discussion about. In our politics channel, we're talking about like politics and religion and that kind of stuff, completely unrelated to raid. And we have had pretty good. Discussion that is like good faith and people are expressing their different opinions without getting mad. So if you are into it, then you might want to check that out. But I'm sure that's gonna be like the only raid Discord where people are talking about politics and religion and philosophy. But right now we're talking about like the existence of God and are morals like innate to human beings, or are they like drawn from your like environment, or are they instilled by religious like teachings and that kind of stuff? But probably most people don't care about that at all. But if you care, then go check out the politics channel. It's surprisingly active. I think for some reason it's the most active channel in my Discord. It's more active than even the general discussion channel. I'm sure you wouldn't be able to have those kind of discussions in the official raid Discord or most other Discords because people generally consider that kind of topics pretty volatile and don't want to have anything to do with them. But so far we have had very good discussion without any people not behaving properly or bad faith arguments and that kind of stuff. And I think we've had like I think most of the people there are either like Christians or atheists, but I think there was also one, I assume he was a Muslim, also participating in the discussion as well. So, and I guess there is multiple different demonetizations of Christianity, so I'm not exactly sure which one is everybody falling down in that discussion, but I assume they're not all of the same. Or I'm sure that some of them were like Catholic and some were Lutheric, but probably some others as well. I'm not sure. The only thing that I can say is that having those kind of discussions is definitely way more interesting than having this kind of fight where just nobody can win this fight. Of course, I'm sure, I mean, my team with Helicat is like super tanky and lots of people get mad about it and so on, and I get why they would get mad. But also I'm mad about his team and the state of the Ukraine duo, so I'm sure both sides in this fight are like very mad about the enemy team. And yeah, even some of my clan mates are kind of, well, not many, but like couple of them are like very mad that I introduced the Helicat into the live arena meta. But I don't really feel bad about it at all. I think, I mean, it is what it is. I think they could consider nerfing also the block damage mechanics and so on, but I think there's much bigger issues than people abusing fusion champions like Helicat in PvP or live arena. But I get that it's super frustrating to fight against Helicat teams, but most people in Gold 2 on live arena have Helicat, and everybody definitely had the opportunity to get him, so, and he's definitely not more OP than Taras or Maritska. I don't think we can, there's no reason to even debate about that, so. But yeah, I think nobody's gonna win this fight. I mean, as you can see, the last 10 minutes I have just been fighting the Taras and Maritska, and the rest of his team have been dead, and I'm not even able to kill them with my entire team. Even though Wukong is very good, but he is still an attack scaling champion and only does good damage with the A2, he's not able to deal with this. Protoss, even though he would get his attack reduced by the Taras passive, he would gain more damage out of stealing the HP on his team, and he will get the block revive and he will do way more damage than Wukong is doing right now, so this would have been a guaranteed win with Protoss for sure. Or if I also had Taras, then I'm sure he would also be able to do this, but really not many nukers in this game will be able to deal with the Ukraine duo. I'm not sure if I would even be able to beat this with Harima, but maybe if I had like Harima paired with Nakarada or something that adds external damage, or if I was running a triple nuke team, then maybe I could do it. Since we got this far, we're just gonna play it to the end and not surrender, and he's probably feeling the same way as well. Also, we're gonna probably have a new fusion soon, so hopefully that will be something interesting that will affect the meta in PvP somewhere. I'm definitely always hoping to get something new and interesting to use. And I mentioned this many times before, but people often are skeptical about the fusions and the free champions. But if you look at my team, everybody in my team was a free champion except Duchess, so many of them were actually very good. And there's definitely, it's like, who knows, maybe we get a fusion champion that is better than Taras and Maritzka. That isn't impossible, and even if we don't get a champion that is better than them, maybe we can get a fusion champion that can somehow counter Taras or Maritzka. You never know what happens. So Flash Fusion wasn't super relevant for PvP, but who knows. And they do fusions very often nowadays, so we are gonna get one every month or every 3 weeks or 2 weeks or something. It is kind of funny to see how tanky my team is, but I'm kind of suspecting that he doesn't have the best nuke gear on Taras as well, because I have fought many of those teams that Taras has very good gear, and they are able to one-shot my Python and Duchess easily. I mean, right now, when the Siphi is dead, he's not getting a lot buffs on the Taras anyway, so he can do massive AoE nukes. And everybody in my team has had their attack reduced by Taras, so Taras isn't doing as much damage on the A2 either as it would otherwise. But still, even before, he wasn't able to one-shot my team with all of the Siphi buffs on his team and so on. But it's kind of funny to see that everybody in my team is full health and doing fine. Damn, UDK has so many buffs on him. He's always like a magnet that gives every buff because he's so... Yeah, like you can see, he has the block damage up right now, and now he's gonna get another block damage. And he's so slow that he's never losing some of those buffs. He even has 3 heals on him, and I'm pretty sure that like 2 of them are from Duchess Revive. So because one is from him, one is from Duchess, and where is the third one from? It can only be another like revive heal from Duchess. But yeah, at this point it's pretty much done deal that he's not able to kill us and we're not able to kill him. Can we just auto? We should just auto at this point. Why are we even playing it on manual? Anyway, that's a weird fight, and I don't endorse well, I wouldn't call this trolling, but I don't endorse being toxic on live arena, but I do hate Taras and Maritzka so much, and I'm not gonna let them win with those champions if I can play the fight until the end. I mean, I'm not gonna, if my nuker is dead, I'm not gonna stall it till the end, but everybody in my team is alive and half of his team is dead, so I'm not gonna surrender this one. And I'm not gonna feel bad about using Helicat, even though some people hate it a lot. And I have mentioned this before to people as well. If you want to make like a gentleman deal with me, I will stop using Helicat if you don't use Maritzka against me. I can make that deal with anyone if you DM me. I can promise you that as long as I remember your name, but if you're not gonna use Maritzka against me, then I won't use Helicat either. I think that's a very fair deal, and you can still use Taras as long as you don't use both Taras and Maritzka. Anyway, that's it for this fight. It was a big waste of time, but we did it anyway. Kind of in spite of the champions being OP, so... And both of us lost points. It's not like I gained anything from this, but neither did he. Okay, I guess this session we're not gonna gain a lot of points, because I think if we count that fight as a loss, I think we're at 50% win, right? Yeah, we have 3 wins and 3 losses and not a lot of time to do any more fights, but I want to see one fight where we could still use Invita, because we didn't get the opportunity to use him. And tomorrow I will definitely have a different style of video than this one, and you don't want to miss out the tomorrow's video, because there will be some something to gain from it, let's put it that way. Or should I do live arena video tomorrow? We will see, but probably not. I'm not gonna promise anything, but probably not. Okay, I guess we're gonna get the same stalemate as last fight. Hopefully not. I hope he bans my Python instead of Rotos, but probably he will also ban the Rotos. Oh, okay, his last nuker was a Trando. That's kind of interesting. Considering that he has 3 Void champions in his team, I'm kind of surprised that he does use Trando, but if he doesn't have anything better, then I guess he has to use it. Maybe he was thinking of using either Rotos or Wukong, and I happened to pick both of them. Yeah, I don't have the UDK in this one, so the Sifi might destroy me with those sleeps. Yeah, let's go for the A1 instead of, the A2 instead of A1, just because I don't want to proc extra turn and get rid of the block damage just yet. If I did, and then he hit me with their nukes, and then Rotos will get another turn, and then I will lose even the defense buff soon. Like because of Rotos passive blocking extra turn, and Judge still has the stone skin up. Come on, this is gonna be one of the last couple fights that I'm able to do today, so please let me have a win. We didn't even get close to the 3900 points mark, so I don't think I can one-shot the Duchess with the defense buff and me not having attack buff. It looks very tanky, so let's go for the Tranda instead. Yeah, that looks like a very tanky Duchess. Probably has a very good build on her. Okay, that Tara's AoE nu kind of helped me because it got rid of the sleep, and at this point we should be good. Wait, that's not auto. Yeah, I probably don't even want to use the revive on the Wukong, so yeah. Yeah, that's one of the kind of funny things on Wukong, that often you don't even want to use the revive because it's not worth using it on him. Damn, can I still lose? That Tranda stun destroyed me pretty hard there. Damn, it's looking very bad. Okay, I think I lost. Unless my Python survives this. Okay, yeah, I lost. Well, that was a very close one. Getting stunned by Tranda kind of came out of the left field because, as you might know, Tranda used to be very meta at one point, and she doesn't do the stun. Like, she does double hit if you don't have enough accuracy for the stun, and of course everybody builds her as low accuracy as possible so that she can do more damage, but I got very unlucky there and I got stunned instead of taking more damage. If she did the double hit, that would have been better for me than the stun. So I would have survived it, and I would have gotten revive up and so on. Nakarada first pick. I used to do that a lot at one point, but lately I haven't been using Nakarada that much. Come on, okay, it's a speed team. Damn it. Again, we went with the UD against the speed team. I really need to get a win at this point. I haven't done too good today. Yeah, I kind of want to pick Nakarada against him, but he already took it, so maybe I will go with Kaimar as my last champion and hope that it can cut in between his snookers and maybe sleep them before he can one-shot my team. I assume he's gonna go with like Georgit and like a bomb champion or Baron, Ronda, like those type of champions. This is very typical team. He could maybe even use Turvold against me as well. He's thinking so long with his picks that maybe he goes with something that he wasn't originally planning to use against me. Okay, yeah, Baron and Ronda is very hard matchup for me because Ronda can counter both Rotos and Wukong passes, and Baron can of course one-shot everybody if he goes first, and he's also gonna ignore the block damage from Helicat. Damn, actually here, this would have been a good fight for me to use, damn it, Arbiter and and Initwe, but it was too late to do it at this point. Yeah, Kaimar is still the way to go in this fight, I think. Either I ban... I think he's gonna ban Rotos, but... Either Rotos or Duchess, but... Should I just ban one of his snookers instead of the Yumeko? I don't know if I'm gonna regret this, but... Let's not... Okay, I'm gonna regret this because he already banned the Duchess. Well, maybe. I mean, he doesn't have multi-hitters on his team. So Rotos does have good matchup against Baron in general, but we will see about this. I don't have any Reviver on my team though, but never mind. Maybe this was the right solution. Ronda would one-shot Rotos and he would block their Wukong passive. And now that he doesn't have it, maybe I can still do fairly well. Even if the Baron one-shots everybody in my team except Rotos, that means Rotos is able to get turns and Wukong is able to get revived, so it's not too bad. Even without me having any actual reviver in my team. Okay, so Baron A1 does the splash damage, kind of like Wukong A2 does. But that was actually kind of good for us, because it broke the Rotos passive and otherwise didn't kill us. Wait, which one should I do here? I think we're actually gonna go for the A2 and not the A3. Okay, yeah, that should be it. Okay, actually, in the hindsight, I think our pick and ban phase and our ban was the correct solution. Even though banning Ronda might seem kind of a weird choice, because he has so many good champions in his team that out of all of them, Ronda is definitely the worst champion. But Ronda does counter our team, and sometimes it's not all about how good the champions are, but how good they are against the specific champions that they are fighting. And Ronda A2 blocking our passives would have prevented Wukong from getting revived if he killed it with it, and he would also be able to one-shot Rotos, even though he's otherwise very tanky with the A2, since it's a triple hitter and ignores the passives and so on. I think that guy's name sounds very familiar. I'm not sure if I'm conflating it with somebody else, but I think we used to have somebody with that name in our clan. Maybe it's a very old account and maybe he wanted to be Krotos, and that's why he was thinking so long in the end, since we went with Krotos, and maybe he wanted to pick it. I'm not sure. Maybe he was gonna go with Baron and Rotos instead of Baron and Ronda. Anyway, we got the win, but we're pretty much not gaining any points today, so we will see if I can get the Quintus next week or not. My hopes are getting smaller and smaller, but if I just have one good session, I can easily gain like 50 points, and I only need a couple of those sessions to get it, so it's still possible to do it. But I need to step it up and try to play live arena every day, or almost every day. Yeah, I think we had some pretty boring fights today, but hopefully somebody got some use out of the mini optimizer tutorial or something else that I have said today. And we didn't even end up using Init in any of the fights, even though I took the time to regear him, so that sucks. But against the Valkanen team, it would have been so good if I had Initva. At least we have it for the next time if I do end up needing him. Maybe we will go with double reviver team against this guy and no, actually let's go with Python instead of Guts. I could still pick Python, but maybe I'm not gonna. Since I'm using Rotos anyway and he doesn't need the attack buff and Wukong is picked, so we must go with Stardust or Mountain King anyway. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna pick Initve against Tara's team. If he doesn't have Harima as his second nuker, then if I go with Helicat and I ban the Wukong, this could be... Well, yeah, never mind, he's still gonna ban the Rotos, so probably this is not a doable matchup for me. Let's go with Mountain King instead of Stardust in this one. Maybe if I'm able to ban Mariska, then maybe it's still doable. Who knows? Okay, let's do something else. Let's go with Kaimar. Just so that we could maybe have double nukes on Mountain King, but this looks like a pretty hard fight for me. Wait, is this the same guy that we had a very... No, I think he was lower points. Okay, so we're definitely gonna ban one of the revivers, and I think we're gonna ban the Mariska. And maybe if Mountain King is able to survive at the start, maybe we could actually defeat this team. We can definitely one-shot the Siphi if we just can get the turn with Mountain King. I think both of his nukers are gonna go before Kaimar though, so if that happens, it's gonna be Isu. Yeah, okay, never mind. He can just kill the Kaimar right away, since UDK is polymorphed. Yeah, it would have been very nice if Kaimar was able to cut in, but he wasn't, so... And he's saving the AoE nuke for later, so he can still one-shot us the next time. Okay, I think we lost this fight already. Yeah, okay. Ah. Wait, why is that? Okay. The live arena is kind of bugging out and not calculating that fight. Maybe the Plarium servers got overloaded because of Hara's coding being so long with all of his 4 different passes on one champion. Come on, let's get one more win at least in the end. Today is it is what it is, but let us at least end this session with some shred of dignity. Even though all of the Ukraine duo teams took it away. I said this before, but I think if Live Arena got released like a year ago, it would have been very fun a year ago when the meta was more diverse. And I guess they were originally planning to release the Live Arena last year because they were calling it the year of PvP, but they didn't end up releasing it because of the real life PvP. But if they did, I think we could have had very fun year last year playing Live Arena. I think there will have been a lot of different strategies that are now not worth considering and not viable. Okay, he's going with Heligat. Should we just go with both Ukko and Kaimar? That's definitely an option that we could consider. Or should I just... No, let's just play it safe and go with Python. If I pick Kaimar or Ukko as my last champion, then I think it's very likely that he's gonna ban whichever of them I pick, but I think that's what we're gonna go with. And maybe that's good, because then I'm gonna have Rotos anyway, so maybe that's not too bad after all. Even if he still gets the Heligat, but we're gonna get Rotos, so it might still be worth doing it. Okay, and we can basically ban whoever we want in that team. There's nothing that is forcing me to ban any specific thing in his team. Also, he doesn't have that much polymorph. There is 2 champions with kind of low level polymorph. Should I go with Ukko? Let's go with Ukko. I almost hope that he bans the Ukko, to be honest, but if he does ban it, then who do we want to go against with Rotos? I think we're gonna ban the Duchess, which might seem kind of weird thing, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a stone skin Duchess, and it might go before me because of the Siphi turn meter boost, so let's actually ban it. Wait, he banned Rotos, what? What? I wasn't really expecting him to ban Rotos in this team, but I think it's still doable. I mean, we have the Ukko, he only has 1 reviver, we can definitely kill this team with Wukong if we're just able to nuke him when the block damage from Heligat isn't up. Come on, let's see some block buffs on his team. What? Okay, we barely stole anything or removed anything. What? What? He can't have everybody with resistance. Even the Helicat didn't get... What? Okay, I'm a bit confused. I need to look that up. Like, did both of the Siphi and Necret resistant then we weak hit on Helicat, or what happened there? Okay, and now he has the block damage up on everybody, so we can't really... Should I even go for the A3? Probably not, because I think he has resistance on his team and we would just get our attack reduced by Taras. We probably wouldn't steal the block damage from anybody anyway. But we do have 2 revivers, so I think we can probably hang in on this fight for a while. Damn, do I want to revive it just yet? Probably not. I think we're gonna... Nah, we have to go for the revive. God damn it. We didn't get the Wukong revived with full turn meter because of that. Let's get a stun on the city. Okay, no. And the attack debuff, of course, does nothing against Taras, so... Okay, it's not looking good at this point. He's protecting the Taras instead of Siphi. That doesn't really make sense, but I don't think I even have enough damage to kill the Siphi at this point. Okay, we did. Good. Maybe I still have a small chance. The Taras is gonna hit super hard though, so... I don't know if my Python can hang in long enough. Come on, let us have one final win in the end. Like, it was pretty depressing live arena session today, so even a small little win I would definitely be happy about. But I guess we're gonna lose this one, yeah. Taras is too strong. And he's definitely running that Helicat in a noob build as well, so... He was hitting pretty hard on Python with that. Damn it, I think next turn the Helicat already has the block damage up. Okay, it's not like we would survive anyway, so... Okay, that's it for today. I'm not sure if I even gained points. I probably lost points. Or at most I got even, but... happens. I don't really have too much to say about this. I had pretty hard teams and... Well, some of the fights I could have just won with different RNG. I'm sure I wouldn't lose those fights every time, and in this one fight it would have been nice to have Initway instead of Wukong, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you have less depressing live arena session than I did today.